I'm here with Larry Norris. He's the author of this book, The Brown and White, but your role is really at Sporting Chance Press as the founder and the president. So I want to hear a little bit about the difference between being the publisher and being the author.
Okay, thank you. The Brown and White was a project of mine that I started writing actually right out of high school. And it was one of those pet projects that I kind of hung on to for all those years. And then when I started the publishing company, I wanted to feature other people's books. So I didn't want to do this, well, here I am, and I'm the publisher, and here's my book kind of routine. So the idea was I really wanted to publish other people's books. So I got about 8 or 9 books in, and then I thought, it's about time to get this thing out. So I came out with the Brown and White, and it just coincidentally, there's a lot of things that kind of lined up lined up to make it more timely now than it was even in than it was in 1970 or so when I started out.
Great. And then, so tell me the premise then of the Brown and White.
Okay, the idea is that this is a fictional memoir of sorts, but I went to school at a very famous Catholic high school in Chicago called Mount Carmel, and they are Carmelites, and everything is brown and white. But the other reason why I use the term brown and white is because it involves a lot of metaphors with the story itself. So there was the Carmelites, which is kind of an issue, but at the time the city was very brown and white.
Okay.
It was a time of racial changes and everything. The racial kinds of controversies and things were always on everyone's mind, and we saw everything in brown and white. So it's, and the real strong metaphor in the book, or the thing that you would catch right off the bat, is the bus, the school bus, which is kind of the part of the book that holds the whole story together for the setting and everything, is the school bus, and that was brown and white.
Oh, okay.
So there's about 3 or 4 different metaphors with it, and you can pick and choose whichever one you want. but it's a brown and that was a story about the brown and white.
So where can people get their own copy of the Brown and White?
Well, I'm sure they'll want to buy 10, 20, 30 and make sure it goes to all their friends.
Yeah.
Amazon is typically where they'll find it.
Okay, great.
I will have it in a few small bookstores, but I think initially at least Amazon would be the place to go.
Sure, that's great. Thanks so much. Thanks for being with us, Larry. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Bonnie.